I wanted to do this video for such a long time, even before I got a YouTube channel. Now that all the stars have aligned and I'm officially in my 30s, here's my best big sister advice to help you thrive in your 20s. We're going to be talking about relationships, building your confidence, dealing with money, style, taking care of your body, everything that you need to feel like that girl. Fun fact, I actually do have an older sister, and my biggest regret is that I was not really listening to what she was saying when I was younger, and oh boy, I wish I did. I also moved out of my home country exactly at 20 years old, and most of the things that I'm going to talk about I had to figure out completely on my own. Prioritize yourself, your career, your goals, your dreams, your studies, everything over boys. Please trust me on that one. Your 20s is the time to discover and explore who you truly are, to chase your dreams, build your career, and to discover and explore things that scare and fascinate you. Of course, I don't mean that you shouldn't be dating anyone or you should not have any relationships. You absolutely should, as well as you should be having fun. What I am saying though is that it shouldn't jeopardize your goals or your ambitions or whatever you are aiming for. Please learn how to deal with money as early as you can, even when you have very little money or you are on a very tight budget, because if you will end up earning more, and if you are not good with money, you won't actually notice an increase because of your unhealthy spending habits and will end up living paycheck to paycheck. Having a healthy relationship with money is the most crucial element and skill to thrive in this life. Trust me. A lot of the things that we know about money, we actually take it from the families where we grew up in. And for many of us, it wasn't actually the best or the healthiest experience with money. So we have to unlearn and learn about money again. There is so much noise about finance and money, stocks, crypto, investments, savings. So where do you begin as a young adult? There is actually one cool book that I can recommend you to read. It's called Worry-Free Money. It's very basic, so if you want to learn about dealing with money from scratch, it's going to give you so many cool tips. And another cool thing about this book is that it was also written by a woman. Intentionally learn how to take the best care and nurture your body. Learning how to cook simple but yet nutritious meals will not only save you tons of money, but it will also help you to feel absolutely great. Our microbiome is the heart of our immune system, so when it's compromised by eating all the junk food and also drinking, your whole health will be compromised. So learn how to keep a balanced diet and eat well. Figure out the type of the workout and the schedule of your workouts that work the best for you. I remember that for the longest time I was really trying to get along with gym workouts because back then it was what all the cool girls were doing. Everybody was posting selfies from the gym, but it absolutely didn't work for me and I hated it unless several years ago I discovered Pilates. And let me tell you, back then it was the type of workout that was only cool among the old ladies, and now see, everybody wants to be a Pilates princess. It actually doesn't really matter the type of the workout that you are going to do. It just has to work for you and it has to fit your lifestyle and it has to be the type of workout that you can stick to and do consistently. Have a simple but effective skincare routine. It doesn't have to be expensive at all. Consistency is key. I know that having breakouts or uneven skin can be frustrating, especially when you are young and beautiful and just want to be your best self. I know. I also do have occasional breakouts from time to time, but continuously switching your skincare routine or adding more harsh and active ingredients to your already compromised skin will not actually do any better. It will just actually get worse. At the end of the day, skincare is important, but that's not the only thing that is going to make you feel and look great, and that's why we were talking about working out and eating healthy. If you spend years with unhealthy habits, not working out, eating junk food, it will show in your 30s. Trust me, because I can see that. Our bodies remember everything. Experiment with your style, but please don't fall for every single trend that you see on social media. Your 20s is the time to experiment with fashion, to find your own style and to get creative. But it doesn't mean that you have to fall for every single trend that you see on social media, especially with them being so often nowadays. What you should be doing is trying to see who you are, what do you like, and use fashion and your clothes as the tool to actually represent yourself, to show everyone your uniqueness, to highlight your features and your complexion, but don't try to be just everybody else. Also, because it costs a lot of money, and if you're just falling for every single trend, you will end up spending so much money for the trends that will just be out of style for, within the next couple of months. Try to build a functional wardrobe that works for your lifestyle and that you feel really good in. And also, please don't get too invested in the idea of building the perfect capsule wardrobe, because this idea of it either being perfect or it doesn't work, it's also not true. It just has to work for you and it has to work for your lifestyle. And that's it. Build your confidence. I think it's the biggest misconception and the biggest lie in the world that just some of the few people are born confident and the rest are not, and that's how it should be for the rest of their lives. This is absolutely not true. Everybody can become confident. It's just going to take some time, perseverance, and patience. When I think of self-confidence, I refer to this unshakable confidence that comes from within you. In fact, I think that the true confidence does not depend on how much money you have, who do you know, your social status, if your clothes are fancy or not. I think that the true confidence, in fact, is something that will stay within you, even if you've lost everything, even if everything has been taken from you, because it's true and it comes from within and nothing can shake that. So how do you build this type of confidence? The first step is actually very simple, especially if you are already doing the work, if you are doing your homework, if you are working hard to become someone that you truly want to. And the step is to stop gaslighting yourself. Just stop. Don't do this. But the most important thing is to stop self-sabotaging. How can people see you as the confident one if you are the one that is not sure that you can rely on yourself and that you cannot trust promises that you give to yourself when no one is watching? You need to make sure that you have your own back to carry yourself through any situation in life. Do you promise yourself that you will do your homework on time? Do you promise that you will go to the gym 3 times per week but end up not doing any of this? Well, sad news is that unless you will start to keep the promises that you give to yourself and know that you can be confident and trust your own self, you will not get confident. But the good news is that you have time, and this is something that you can start to slowly build and create those healthy habits that will help you to become slowly that confident one. Learn how to set clear boundaries. It's 100% up to you to set boundaries with people, but what you need to be careful with is to not send people mixed signals. For example, act as if you are accepting a certain type of behavior of other people towards you when you're actually not, and then just burst in emotions and get angry with people that they're treating you the way you wouldn't like them to. What you also need to know is that there are so many people that will not appreciate the fact that you are setting boundaries with them, because there are so many people in this world that like to take advantage of people, and these are exactly the people that you need to avoid, and this is how you do it. You just set clear boundaries early on. At the same time, if your definition of setting boundaries is intentionally hurting someone, that's not the way to do it. Learn how to do it respectfully. Develop social skills. It absolutely doesn't matter where you are, who you are, what you do, if you're a student, a nurse, an engineer, or just a human being. Having great social skills is absolutely essential to thrive in this life, because we live in the society. All important decisions that affect you, your life, your career, your future are made by people. So you need to know how to influence them if you want to be successful in this life. Know how to influence people, communicate, concisely share your ideas and the results of your work. At the end of the day, people will assume and perceive how good you are based on how well you communicate. If you are a 10 out of 10 based on what you do, but you communicate on the 2 out of 10 level, people will assume that you are a 2 out of 10 overall. And the opposite works as well. If what you do is actually mediocre, but you communicate on a 10 out of 10 level, people will assume that you are 10 out of 10 overall. When trying to fit into a new group of people, please do not shrink your personality to fit in. I remember that when I was in my early 20s, I just moved out of my home country and I had this very strong desire to find a new group of people, my new tribe, someone that I could relate to and bond with. But what I really started to notice is that oftentimes I would be mindful of appearing as if I was too much, and at the end of the day I started to shrink my personality. Of course, that also meant that I could not truly be myself in those types of social interactions. So please don't do this. Do not repeat my mistakes. Please do not shrink your personality into this small box when trying to fit into a new group of people. So what can you do when you find yourself in the situations that there are no people, there is no group of people that you can truly fit in and be yourself? Build your own community. Trust me, there are so many people that are like-minded, that are like you, that are also struggling to fit in. They're just not maybe comfortable on taking the lead on building a new community. So by doing this, it will not only help you, but also will help to unite the people that are similar to you, have the same values, have the same desires and things that you will definitely bond over, and you will be your own true self. That's it for this video. Please leave the comments and let me know what are your top skills and habits that you believe are essential to thrive and be that girl. I would be so curious to learn them. And thanks for watching. I see you in the next video. Bye!